What's up, everybody? Good morning. Happy Friday. Last day of the week. Let's see what we can do here. We have retail sales for the pound at 8. That's in 6 minutes. Anyway, let's just have a look at GJ. GJ on the daily, we closed nice and bearish yesterday, in line with the weekly bias as well. So we broke below this 4-hour support. Okay, so we moved into this pretty key area, this resistance at 163,500 odd, and formed a support, pushed up, failed to break above this level. We've broken that support, and now your previous 4-hour closed bearish. Looks like we did retest this previous support. On the hourly, that looks really clean. Really clean. Okay. If you want to mark up this level right here, you could be looking at this as a fake out. This current candle though is not looking the way I would expect it to right now. So we're kind of just gonna have to wait and see what happens here. I'd like to see us close back below this support area right here. But yeah, it's actually getting quite choppy now since this candle's pushing up. I was hoping we would close like a doji on this candle when I came to the charts. I thought if we close doji next candle, we get involved on the break of the lows. Stops above the previous 4-hour candle, you know, that would be pretty decent. You've got a lot of potential to run down for the rest of the day. But right now, we're just gonna have to wait and see. But this 4-hour setup doesn't look bad. We'll see what happens here. Good morning, good morning. Just gonna mark up this daily flip. I wanna see where's this daily flipping. Yeah, there goes the news. 8 o'clock. Oh well, good numbers for the pound. Looks like it. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens here. I don't think this is going to have too much of an effect, but good news for the pound. Orange folder that may take away from this bearish setup here. Looking for sells. For me, safest buy is going to be above 162.720. You can see this area we've had a lot of rejection to. 1, 2, 3 formed support there. Rejection, rejection. And the daily bias is bearish, so I think right there, that's going to be the safest place for me to start taking buys. Tap that resistance and rejected, so let's see if we get a maybe a bearish 15-minute here. Back below 162.270. Okay, let's have a quick look at gold. The analysis from yesterday played out perfectly, but only later in the day. So at a sell stop right over there, never got triggered. Price went all the way up, grabbed liquidity, and then only started dropping during New York. And I think the targets yesterday were 1752 tap targets now as well. So now we just have to reassess the whole situation. Of course, it is a new day. Let's have a look here. Daily looks like close below support. So your next daily target is 1742. Yeah, that looks pretty good. 1742. Got your 4 hour also closed below this support right here. New 4 hours got a nice top wick. And this is all clean traffic to the left here. So if we re-break these lows, you know, we should start to drive down here. Yeah, we're retesting that key area 1756 right now. Let's see. Good morning, good morning. Looking left, we've got the support here at 1752 700. So we may have to just wait for a closure below that level for these sells here on gold. It's a Friday. I'm going to take it slow with impulse entries today. So I don't really want to just be putting a sell stop on the break of 4-hour lows. I would like to see a closure back below 1752 for sells. Hey, everyone's saying morning fam. Good morning fam, good morning fam, good morning fam. Yeah. What's up guys? Morning, morning. Yeah, for bars on gold, I mean, I'm not gonna bother right now. I'm pretty happy to just wait and look for sells here. I think bars only makes sense once again above 1770, 1771 for me. So for now, just gonna chill, take it slow, wait for these sells to set up, and that's that. The morning plan. Bench press. Instantly go along no matter the situation. Stevs, what is up with you this week? Getting worried about you, man. Alright. Now we just gotta wait. I quite like the idea of sell stops on the break of this current candle low. I'm not gonna lie. We pushed up one last time. We respected the highs of the previous 4 hour. If we come down to create a new low on this current 4 hour candle, looking at the last 4 hour bearish off of resistance, I believe this current 4 hour candle would also start to push down to the support here at least. So we got a 25 pip range moving down here, 30 pip stops, but our targets here for the day, looking at the next daily support, it's about 150 pips away. First target is about 72 pips. Now the plan for gold, like I said just now, sells below the support 70 and 52 700. Otherwise we can see if price pulls up a little bit more here back to 1760, and if we form a decent resistance back up here, we could potentially look for sells off of that level as well. Good morning, good morning. The reason I'm so quiet is I'm just thinking about this range right here. Okay, I don't really like it, but I'm looking where we could potentially pull up to form resistance to keep moving down. Because as you can see, we tapped into a pretty key area here, 1752. That was actually my target for yesterday. So we've tapped into that level and we closed bearish here. Bullish on the last candle. So it looks like we are starting to push up. So now the question is, where could we potentially pull up to form resistance to continue moving down? Looking at this, just this gray rectangle that I've drawn across here, that's a previous 4 hour support. You can see on the 30 minutes the reactions to this area. So it could potentially, form resistance around there. I think I'd feel better taking sells off of 1760 or just wait for a closure below 1752. Good morning. Since gold is selling off and petrol prices are going down, do you think the worst has passed? No, I don't. Fuck. Yeah, here goes GJ. Guys, I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of the 4-hour lows. Current 4-hour lows. 161, 160, 162, 160 sell stops. 30 pip stops. Yeah, that 15-minute closure is basically what I was looking for. Just a nice reaction to this area, a nice rejection. So now we got a lower time frame confirmation that we are rejecting this area. And your 4-hour, yeah, previous 4-hour being bearish. We respecting previous 4-hour highs. Looks pretty good. Yeah, we still have a long way to go. Hello, hello. Guys, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. The channel is only a few subs away, 10 subs away from 500 subs. Come on, guys. I would really appreciate 500 subs before the weekend. So I'll stop on the break of the 4-hour low, stops above the previous 4-hour highs for about 30, 32 pips. My broker, the daily on GJ, has no bottom wick. That's pretty nice. Right there. That's interesting. Petrol price drops in SA are due to pressure that has been exerted by civilians. There were road closures and there were threats of national shutdown if nothing was done. Yeah, South Africa's another story. In South Africa, when you go to fill up with petrol, you're not actually paying for the petrol. You're paying for someone else to go and buy a Mercedes, to go and pay for the entertainment. That's pretty much South Africa in a nutshell. So you go fill up with petrol, put in 500 rand. You're actually giving 250 rand for petrol, and you're giving 250 rand for whoever else to go and buy lion courts with, or commando brandy. We may even come up and form a steeper top wick on the daily. Then it just comes down to waiting for a resistance to form on the lower time frames. You know what irritates me the most is that Lesotho buys petrol from SA, and they are cheaper. I was shocked. Yo, I didn't even know that, but I'm not surprised. Greed. Greed, man. I'm from South Africa. But yeah, politics. Let's not get into that. It's a Friday, guys. Come on. The reason I'm not interested in bars, alright, is looking at yesterday's candle, there's a very high probability that we drive down on today's candle. So if we do push up here, chances are we are just creating a steeper top wick. So, you know, maybe we move into 162,720. But for me, that's not the play. I'll rather wait for that wick to be formed, wait for resistance to form, and get involved in the sells. Because my buys for the day is for sells. And then for buys, yeah. Like I say, buys above 162,700 are not bad. We've had a lot of rejections in that area. And above there, we've actually got pretty decent, clean candles moving back up. I actually still don't like buys above there. Looking at the daily, I mean, this daily candle, for us to move up to 162,725, even a closure above that level on a lower time frame, you're sitting at daily resistance. I don't like it. It's a Friday. Rather just gonna stick to the sells. Stick with the higher time frame here. If we do, however, break it above 163,750, I'll take buys above there. Do you ever look at EJ? Nah, I don't. One or two pairs for me is perfectly fine. I know some guys who trade with a whole watch list, and I just can't wrap my head around it. I like to focus on one or two pairs, learn and understand those pairs. You know, that's consistency. Trading the same pair at the same time every day, that's consistency. If you've got a watch list of 10 pairs, man, you're gonna place a trade on EJ this week. Next week you're trading AUD, USD, I don't know. How do you ever get to know and understand that pair if you're looking at 9 other pairs? So I looked at GU the other day as a third pair for the stream, and you know what? It actually messed me up. It messed me up because GU and GJ were moving differently. Thought they would move in correlation, but obviously, you know, that's not the case. How do you manage risk? Mm, It's a pretty vague question. There's many ways to go about managing risk. Simply waiting for a high probability setup, you could consider to be risk management. Because if you take a low probability setup, you're taking on more risk immediately. So I would say, obviously have a plan. You need a plan in trading. That's gonna be your first step to taking some risk off the table. Following your plan, of course, is also gonna help a hell of a lot. Waiting for high probability setups, position sizing correctly, because once you start over risking, at that point you're gonna start making stupid decisions. So position sizing correctly, I view as managing risk as well. Mm, Logical stops. So when you get into a trade, don't just put your stop loss in the middle of nowhere. You know, put it above structure, above the previous high. If you're looking for sells, put your stop loss above the previous high, logical stop loss. And then when I'm in a position, the only time I'll start to close out in a loss is when you start to break structure. So for instance, just for instance, if I got in a sell right here, okay, stops above this candle right here, and then let's say I entered right here, and then say price came back up and broke this candle's high. At that point, I'll probably close half, so that even if I hit stops, I'm not taking a full stop loss. That's one way I manage risk. Lose less than you plan to lose. But also don't close emotionally. Your stops are there for a reason. Still got my sell stops in. I'll only delete them if we come up and break these highs. You don't play music in the background? You can't hear the music? Oh, the music's been off. How long has it been off for? Must have been off yesterday too. Thanks for that. I can't believe no one pointed that out. I've been sitting here for nearly an hour with no music. The thing is, I don't hear the background music in my headphones. Morning Adolf, long time no see. I was thinking of doing some sort of dynamic risk here, but it's a little bit late. Maybe if we had... Nah, I don't know. It's tricky. I think the safest entry is going to be on the break of this current candle low. You look like AB de Villiers. What? No ways. Funnily enough, can't play cricket for shit. We also have London Open coming up in 20 minutes. But our stops are on a very reasonable area, above the previous 4-hour high. Would have been nice to have stops, sell stops on the break of the previous candle low. Thing is, the stop loss at that point is going to be pretty big. We spent the first 2 hours of this 4-hour candle here creating a top wick. Coming into London, if we start to form a new low, looking at this bearish setup here with volume, we should just drive down to the next support. You're gonna sell? That's great. I'll be joining you shortly. Just waiting for confirmation here for my plan. Looks like we might get triggered in here. I prefer some patterns sometimes. Took the trade with low risk. That's cool. Good morning, Ian. How's it going, bro? How's work been? Ian, when are you joining in the Discord? Do you teach Forex? I don't know, isn't this teaching? Well, I mean, I'm trading live, and you can learn from what I'm doing, so I suppose that is, in a sense, teaching. I think the question is not if I'm teaching, but whether you are learning. How to learn. Just show up every day. Come to the stream every day. You're gonna see how it's done. Yeah, working and grinding, we have a lot of OTs on this, man. Too tight. Shame, man. Yeah, OT is not fun. Gonna be honest, pancakes and syrup sounds amazing for breakfast. I'm surprised you didn't say cocaine or hookers, Devzo. But yeah, pancakes and syrup doesn't sound too bad. Video not clear. Adjust your YouTube resolution. My side is fine. I got my network cable. I got my settings right. There's no problems on my side. Yeah, what you mean? Videos 180p. Not been to the gym this month, this week. Oh, I've been trying to get into gym again this week. It's not easy to get into routine, but I'm trying. Yeah, I think sell stops are gonna get deleted. Thank you for the sub, Anki. The thing I don't like is this previous hourly closed bullish and we broke the highs. So it's as if we formed a support right here to potentially continue moving up. But on the 4 hour, it's still valid until we break the previous 4 hour highs. Previous 4 hour was bearish. Yeah, bearish after we tapped into this resistance and support area. And we're still tapping into that area, so we could still reject and still come down. Sell stops may get deleted, but for now, still valid based on the 4 hour. sell GJ. I've got a sell stop on the break of the current 4-hour low at 162.160. So no, I'm not in any trades just yet, but I've got a sell stop set. So if we break those lows, I'll be in sells here. Ten minutes to London Open. Yeah, right now gold is just in a range, so we're gonna stay locked in on GJ. Lower time frame GJ, I suppose, is also a little bit rangy here, but 4-hour makes sense. Stop loss in TP. Stop loss 162.490. TP. Okay, well, I suppose you could say first target is to tap into the support right here at 161.900. Second TP at 161.430, and final TP for the day. It's going to be the daily support 160.680. I generally don't set a TP. I'll have a TP if I have a runner, but if if I have a target 1, target 2, target 3, I'll only really have my TP at target 3, and then I'll just manually close out as we tap into target 1. Take a little bit more off at target 2. Unless I'm entering multiple positions, which sometimes I do as well. So if I enter 3 positions, I split my risk up into 3 entries, all the same trade. Then I'll set a TP1, TP2, TP3. If we break this high, then I'll just delete sell stops are coming up to London Open, so we'll see. I'm gonna be right back. Okay guys, deleting sell stops. I've discussed already, I'm not interested in buys. So, yeah, we'll just have to see. Four minutes until London open. What's your trading checklist? Head, shoulders, knees and toes. I don't really have a checklist as such. I just do the same thing every day, so at this point I know what I'm gonna do every day. My plan is pretty straightforward. You know, I was discussing it earlier, some guys have a watch list of like 10 pairs. At that point, you know, maybe you want some sort of checklist that you know, you're making sure you remember everything you need to remember. But I've made it simple enough for myself that, you know, it's pretty straightforward. You use a 15 time frame for entries. I've strayed away from the 15 minutes. I don't enjoy the 15 minutes. I much prefer a 30 minute or even an hourly. Looks like we may close above resistance here at London Open. So you could see us move up. But I'm not going to get involved in bars here. If that's part of your plan, don't let me take away from your plan. This is just me. I'm only really interested in sales for the day. "15-minute has more fake outs." Yeah, that's pretty much why I've stopped using it. "30-minute and hourly is a much better confirmation. Hi there, well, thanks, and yourself? Daily's bearish, previous 4 hours bearish. I don't really like bars right now. Nice resistance on gold. In and around that key area I've marked up there. Looks like we just tapped into the previous hourly low. If you come up, create a top wick, and then you come back down to re-break these lows. That doesn't look too bad. Yeah, breaking hourly lows. The 30-minute doesn't look bad. The only thing is there was no top wick on this candle, so I wouldn't have entered sells here. I said earlier on I'm going to be cautious with sells in and around this area. I'd rather see us pull back to 1759, 1760, or see us close below 1752. Agreed. I also found most of my losses came from the 15 minutes. Yeah, I stay away from it. Especially in London. Sometimes London doesn't have like crazy volume. I found maybe New York session 15-minute works a bit better. I don't know. It also depends on your style. For me, 15-minute hasn't been working out so well as of late. Morning Connor, is the pro account the better one to have with XNS? I'll get back to you on that one. There's one with pretty low spreads and pretty low commission. I think it is pro. Raw spread. I would go with, on XNS, I would go with the raw spread. For this trading style at least. Pretty low spreads, commissions also very fair. There's zero professional, gets zero spreads for 95% of the trading pairs. But the thing is there, the pairs that have lower spreads, they make up for those low spreads on other pairs and give them higher spreads. So I haven't checked that account out. Commission's not too bad. Professional, no commission, but then you're going to be looking at bigger spreads. So it's give and take. I'd rather pay the commission and have a lower spread. No problem. How's it, Jared? How's it, Justin? Which websites do you use for global news? I've just been using Forex Factory. Lower time frame buys made sense on GJ. Especially with London Open volume closing above resistance right at London Open. Made a lot of sense. I just don't know. I'd like to see the sales play out. But yeah, wasn't in my plan for the day, so it wasn't my trade. But what's it, like 23 pips? Bitcoin shorts. How is Bitcoin doing? Gee, look at that. How you adjust your TP and stop loss and entry with spreads? Do you have way normally? What? I think you're asking how do I account for spread with TP and stop loss and so on. In terms of entries, when you're selling, there's basically no spread. So if, let's say, you're going to put a sell on the break of this low, you know, you can put it just below, maybe half a pip or whatever. That's what I do. But for buys, you do need to account for spread, because there, if you're putting your buy stop on the break of the high, right above the high, you could get triggered in by spread before it even breaks the high. So you want to give it, you know, if your spread is 2 pips, personally I would give it 3 pips space to account for spread. Thank you for the sub. 500k incoming. 500k. 500 subs, I mean. Three more subs, guys. I know there's at least 3 of you who have not subscribed. 3 more and the channel hits 500 subs. It's a Friday. Just show some love. $500k subs, yes, imagine. I wouldn't even be trading at that point. Just be making lifestyle videos. Making YouTube money. This 162,700 area is very important. Very, very important. So missing that little move up is alright, because if we can form resistance right here at 162,700, could potentially even have sells off of this level. I'm not thinking of buying GJ. You see, I initially had buys planned above 162,720 within this range. Nice clean traffic, makes sense here on the lower time frame. So did this. But the thing is, if you're looking at that level 162,700 here on the daily, you've got your daily resistance right here. You can see we've tapped into that area now. And daily I'm bearish, so I'm waiting for these sells to play out. And it's a Friday, last day of the week. I'm gonna take it slow. If the sells don't come, then it is what it is. But I'm not gonna be taking buys right now. Like I say, if we can form a resistance here at 162,700, we could potentially have sells off of this level. Look how we're reacting to that area. Just closed below resistance. Nice wick. I entered at 230 Bitcoin. That's crazy. How is DXY doing? That's probably bullish. Bullish. Just looking at gold. Gold is bearish. DXY will be bullish. Yeah, on the daily you have this like resistance right over here. So overall, we are bullish, forming higher highs, higher lows. We were pulling back throughout August, but we were respecting previous bullish structure. Tapped into this previous key area. We have now broken these previous minor highs right here. So yeah, we should just see this thing move all the way back up to 109. And for gold, that means we should continue moving down as well. Two subs away, come on boys. Four-hour entries look pretty decent, but the thing is, stops are huge, 50 pip stops. Two pips away from TP. Let's see if this 30-minute closes below support. And then we could have some sells here. Don't like that this candle has no top wick. Thanks, man. That's sweet. Ooh, what is this? An order block. Why would you have more than 3 YouTube accounts? Nah, I'm only playing about the order block thing. What am I looking at? I'm looking at my other screen. We're rejecting this level. Interesting. You stream Monday to Friday? Yep. Yeah, I don't think I've missed a stream. Been streaming for, what, must be going on 4 months now. I'm here every single day. Although next week, I may have to take a day off on Thursday, Friday. One or the other or both. 2 minutes until these candles close. 15-minute on GJ looks nice. Nah, it's not one of those things where I can really pick and choose. I have to attend to something. But like I said, I'll see. I may not have to take the day off. GJ Gold, GJ Gold. Gold may not even close below. And the current hourly has no top wick, so it makes it a bit more tricky. GJ, this 15-minute is looking great. Cricket practice. Nah. I do want to see a little bit of a top wick being formed on the new candle here. So yeah, if we can tap like 162,685, I'm just going to put sell stops on the break of this 15-minute low. SMC, boy. Yeah, we got a order block here. Look at this. Okay guys, we do have a little bit of a top wick. Not as much as I wanted. Now let's give it a second. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of the previous candle low, 162,600. Stops are gonna be about 30 pips, 32 pips. On my broker, it's 162,595. So we are not in just yet. Looking left, you got this resistance right here. Going down to a 5 minute. You can see you also got reactions right there. So I'm just gonna have my stops above there. So stops are gonna be at 162,920. So our break-even point is going to be as soon as we tap into this previous resistance at about 15 pips. Gold closed above support, so would never have had a position there anyway. Alright, so this top wick is perfect. If we can break the lows now, it's gonna be good. If you are following along here, no one should be in just yet. We never broke the previous candle low. Jeez. So Jared actually just sent me a picture of a room full of 500 people, and I was just thinking of the conversation we had when I first started the live stream. He said, you know, imagine you're trading and there were 5 people in your room standing behind you. Like, you would feel the pressure with 5 people watching you trade. I know not every day there's 500 views on the videos, but 500 people. Yeah, that's crazy. Thank you everybody, I appreciate the support. And I hope you guys are learning, I hope you guys are growing. You know, that is the purpose of all of this. I've thoroughly enjoyed the personal improvement that live streaming has brought me as well. It really helped me to buckle down on my discipline. But yeah, if you guys are following along, you should be making improvements as well. It's really cool to see the same people coming every single day. This 4 hour on gold is so clean. So clean. I'm thinking to have a sell stop on the break of the previous candle low. Thank you, I appreciate it. Gonna wait for this 15-minute candle to close here on gold. If we can close below 1753.080, I may just set my sell stops on the break of this previous 4-hour low. Stops are going to be about 30 pips. Not even, 28 pips. First target is about 60 pips away. Allah. Allah, let's see. 30 pips away. If we break the highs here, I'm deleting sell stops on GJ. I think over the last 2 days we've had how many stop orders? Must be about 10. And no trades at all. GJ sell stops I'm deleting. We've closed bullish here on this 15 minutes, so that pretty much invalidates the trade. What? Now we have to wait for 30 minutes. If you could get a bearish 30-minute closure, that's even better. So yeah, GJ still stops deleted. So far, no trades. We'll probably have to wait and see how this hourly candle closes. It's 12 minutes left. Still 2 subs away. Come on, guys. I know there's some of you have just joined who are not subscribed just yet. So smash the subscribe button so the channel can hit 500 subs and so that you can get notified next time I go live. Live streams Monday to Friday, same time, same place. block coming in clutch. See that last bullish 15 could just be somewhat of a fake out. I just don't see how we can drive up much more on today's candle. Anything can happen and we need to just be reacting to what is happening. But if I'm gonna make any sort of projection or what's the word? Prediction, I would say that today's candle doesn't have that much more room to drive up. We've pulled up now, London Open, grabbed liquidity. For this daily candle, we've created a nice steep top wick, tapping into that 162,700 area. That's a very key area, daily resistance. Daily time frame is bearish. So I'm pretty eager to get into some sells here. We're gonna wait for the hourly candle to close and we'll see what happens. I like how the 5 minute is setting up like a double top kind of vibe. I've been looking more at lower time frames during New York. You know, I don't want to try new things on stream, but I've been looking at the lower time frames a lot this month in New York, and it's been working out pretty nicely. But I'm still paying very close attention to the higher time frames, so in this instance, I'm still waiting for the hourly candle to close, and we'll see what happens. I'm not loving gold. I don't like that hourly has no top wick. Just got here, what are we looking for? Just waiting to see how this hourly candle closes. Yeah, GJ is going to get away from us here, I think. I'd much prefer to see sells here on GJ. And for gold, we're just going to wait and see if we can close below support here. Looks like a 5 minute fake out. So this last 5 minute can just drive down, close below support. I'll be looking at sells on the next hourly candle. GJ, yeah. If we close above 162,720 on the hourly, I'm gonna call it here for GJ. and we'll just keep an eye on gold. If we close bullish here on support on gold, I'm gonna be out. It's been a pretty slow week. I think I've taken 3 trades. Admittedly, I haven't updated the record, but Monday, if I'm not mistaken, no trades. Tuesday was gold sales. Yeah, Tuesday, 16th of August, gold sales here. Ended up closing it in a loss just before London Open. Had to manage risk. I think that was a 12 pip loss. GBPJPY yesterday. No, not yesterday. Day before. Yeah, right over here. Initial entries got stopped out negative 18 pips and then tried once more. Closed out at 42 pips. So that's been the week. Only 3 trades. So not too much going on. But yeah, I'll update the record. As you can see, only up 12 pips for the week. So gold closed bullish on support. And since your previous hourly had no top wick, we could definitely move back up to 1756. So no trades here on gold. GJ closed above that level. Not looking good. So I think I'm going to call it a day here, guys. It's Friday. I don't want to be forcing anything. things are just not lining up for me today. So I'm gonna call it right here. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. I see it's still at 498. Come on guys, get it to 500. But anyway, have a great weekend everybody. Thanks for joining and I'll see you next week. One more. 500th subscriber is gonna get a $500 voucher. Nah, I'm only joking. You ain't getting shit. I'll do a giveaway at 1,000 subs. Okay, for the real ones, we're taking GJ cells right now. Just have to get rid of the fakes. Just check you on Monday. I just saw this stupid little trend on break here on the 1 minute. Yeah, this is not looking too bad. I feel pretty bad. I just said bye to everybody. People left. And now we're gonna take the best trade ever. You. The thing is, if I were to take a trade here, I'd need to see the 15-minute close bearish at least. So there's another 10 minutes. I'm gonna leave the stream running, but I'm gonna go about my day for the next 10 minutes. I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna see how this candle closes. I'll let you guys know what I do. I just feel pretty bad because I said I was ending the stream, and now looks like it may just finally be coming this sell here on GJ. The thing is, I don't want to walk away take a sell, you know, like 15 minutes after the stream. If I'm gonna take a sell, I'm gonna take it on stream. Fuck, here goes gold. Even gold sells are lining up. Look at the 4-hour candle. It just looks perfect to drive down. Grabbed a whole lot of liquidity pre-London. Coming back down to break the lows. Clean traffic here on the 4-hour. Said it the whole morning looking for sells on GJ. Come up, grab liquidity. This bearish volume is stepping in now. Waiting for the 15-minute candles to close. Had a sell limit at 162,800. You're a killer. Nice one. How you feel about gold? Yeah, I'd like us to close below support. I want to wait for this 15-minute to close. If we can close below 153,060, I may potentially have sell stops here. Heavily based off the 4-hour candle, what the 4-hour candle is looking like, and then stops just using the lower time frame here. So that's what I would be looking at. But there's 4 minutes left here. I do want to see this candle close first. So yeah, it would be based off the break of the previous 4-hour low and stops above the previous 30-minute candle. That's what I'd be looking at there. But I need to see this 15 close below 1753. How long have I been trading for? 3-4 years. Since 2018, end of 2018. This was the plan all morning long, waiting for resistance to form right here for sales. 3.5 minutes until this kind of closes. Just hit 500 subs. Thank you so much, everybody. I appreciate it. Does the 30-minute have a top wick on gold? Yeah, it does. Previous hourly doesn't though, which I didn't really like. But a closure below here, and I'll be alright with taking sells. I actually want the 15 to close below here. Yeah, it's a good thing I changed my mind and stayed. Feel pretty bad because I said cheers and I see quite a few people left, but man, look at this. This is what we've been waiting for. So yeah, I was ending the stream impulsively, I suppose you could say. Emotionally ending the stream there. Daily on GJ looks like it could drop nice. Yeah, exactly. That's why I haven't been wanting to take buys here today. The daily is just too bearish. Too bearish. $15-minute candle's about to close. So I think waiting for a top wick here is not all that important. If I'm being honest. Do I trade with any prop firm? My Forex funds. Okay, so push down a little bit here. Let's see. This thing is just moving. That was tricky. I wanted to enter on the closure, but I was a bit slow. So the next option was to wait a little bit. Fuck. But it got away. Got away. If we can just pull back a little bit here. Maybe on the 1 minute, just pull back to this level. Man, sells on that closure would have been nice. $15 closed below here on gold. So this looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna have a sell stop on the break of the lows here on gold. Sell stop at 1751, 800. Stops are looking like 28, 29 pips. It was a tricky one here on GJ. I don't normally do the entries on candle closures. That's the other thing. I like to have in these stop orders. You know, I don't want to just be shouting, I'm in a buy all of a sudden. I want you guys to know exactly what I'm thinking. That was tricky. Next best bet is to wait for a 30-minute candle closure. Looks like sell stops are about to get triggered here on gold. Yeah, we're gonna see how the 30-minute closes here on GJ. Haven't been triggered in yet on gold, but looks like we are about to be. I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes. We are coming up to the 30-minute candle closure, so when you are on live account, you have to pass phase 1, 2, and you get your refund on your first pound. What's up? I'm back. Back like I never left. You see, GJ heard that I was leaving and it dropped. So shh, don't tell GJ this, but this is my strategy. When it's not setting up for me, I'm gonna tell you guys that I'm leaving. And then it's gonna start to line up for us, and I'll quickly come back. What are you thinking for your stop loss on gold? Previous 30-minute candle just makes the most sense to me. 1754, 750, let's say, or 850. $30 pips. I have to test the strategy next week. Yeah, I will. I mean, today it worked out really well. Said I was leaving, and then a minute later, GJ starts to drop. What? I think these bar stops are, sell stops are gonna get deleted here on gold. I'm gonna delete sell stops and we see how the 30-minute candle closes, but for now, I'd rather stay locked in on GJ. Because this 30 minutes is gonna close exactly the way I want it to right now. In terms of stops, above the previous 30-minute is just too big for me. Previous 15-minute makes sense, but I would still like to see a little bit of a top wick being formed on this new 30 minutes. My bad. You didn't really miss anything. I was just saying this hourly, if it flips bullish, we may even see this hourly drive up and form a top wick for this previous candle here. Let's see the closure. So break-even level for sales here is going to be this hourly support. Fat fingers. BE.162. Oh, we closed and we got a top wick. So I'm going to have a sell stop on the break of the previous 30-minute low. Right over there. Stops for the time being are going to be above the previous 15-minute candle. Thank you for the sub. Appreciate it. So I'll stop 162.330. And you actually set these. Okay, looks like we're about to get activated here. Nope, not in yet. Stops are about 25 pips. And we're in. Stop loss is going to be at 162.590 above the previous 15-minute candle. For about 25 pips. Looking to have runners all the way into the next daily support. Based off the daily, this is all clean traffic to this next level right here. Guess I can take this 500 sub story away. You know what I really like about GJ today? Is on my broker there's no daily bottom wick. So there's a very, very, very high probability we push into 162. I'm not overly excited about this stop loss, this previous 15-minute stop, but I didn't have much choice here. Previous 30-minute stops, a bit too big. I mean, so yeah, look at gold. Formed resistance right here. Just gonna have to monitor how the 15-minute closes. There's a very key area at 162.450, let's say. As long as we can hold below this level, we should be good. But if we do close bullish above there on a 15, I'm gonna manage risk. Here we go. This new candle here on gold just dipped, grabbed liquidity, and is now breaking these previous candle highs. So you should see it move up quite nicely here. But yeah, in this range, I'm not loving that. GJ is looking really good here. You had that wick up, but look at it, volume. Yeah, you had that wick up on the 30 minutes into this key area here, 162.450. Gold has no top wick on your chart. That's interesting. Yeah, I think from the support area you may probably move up and form that top wick. Because yeah, you're having a hard time breaking that level right now. Last 15 minutes of the 4 hour. So things could get interesting here. Our break-even point is actually the flip of the 4 hour candle. Funnily enough. Jumped into your position as a scale in. That's nice. Yeah, that 1 minute entry looks solid there off of that key area. Close bearish on the 15. Not too bad. You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to move my stops to above the previous 15 minutes. So I'm going to have stops at, I'll give it a few pips here, 162,500. Just shaving off a few pips here. About 8 pips. And since we broke that low, you can see we got some volume. So let's see, are we going to push down to our break-even point? Lego. Alright, I'm gonna go break even right here. This is your 4 hour flip if we can break this level. So we may see a little bit more volume. Don't want to close just yet. Yeah, we're so close to the 4 hour close. I'm going to close half right here. Closing half at about 12 pips, 13 pips. And now since we closed half, obviously, you know, it's going to just drop a whole lot more. That's how it goes. Anyway, good trade. Was worth sticking around for a little bit longer. Stop side break even here, taken off half at 13 pips. You know what? It's a Friday. Not too bad. really great potential here for runners, but we could potentially see a top wick on the new 4 hour and get stopped out. Holding thumbs, that's not the case. I only really want to take off more profit as we move into 161,900. Yeah, you see these lower time frames are powerful. Powerful. Look at him go. Thank you, thank you. Breaking that previous 4 hour low will be a bonus as well. Which broker am I using? I'm with my Forex funds, so they have their own broker or liquidity provider. You know what? I'm not loving that we are so close to the 4 hour candle close. We've had a pretty strong push down, so very likely you see some retracement here. I'm going to close another 25%. And then whatever's left here, so close at about 18 pips. Whatever's left, I'm just going to leave it to run. I'm going to leave it to run to my daily target. So it's either TP or stop loss here. As we move into, let's see. As we move into 161,430, at that point, I'll see how I may close out a little bit more. And just leave like 10% of my position running to targets here. But yeah, I closed out 75% at 18 pips. Not bad. Hey! I nearly fell back here. Guys, I think I'm gonna call it a day. If you are in this trade and are wanting to know how I'm managing the rest of my position, you can check out the Discord group. I'll keep you guys updated. But for the most part, this is a risk-free trade right now. So you should not be worrying. You should have secured some profit. And this was a winning day. So I'm going to call it right here. And like I say, I'll keep you guys updated. I'm looking at 161,430 as an area to potentially take off more profit. And final targets for the day are at 160,690. So that's it from me. Thank you so much for joining today. And that really is the stream this time. So no coming back. See you guys on Monday. Have a great weekend. Cheers.